Sacrifices for peace, the hidden cost of utopia. The city of New Horizons gleamed with an impossible brilliance. Tall, sleek buildings pierced the sky like daggers of human ambition, their mirrored surfaces reflecting a sun that seemed too bright, too perfect. Flying cars wove intricate patterns in the air, creating an almost hypnotic dance of progress. It was a world of perfect harmony, where diseases were eradicated like mythical curses, poverty was an ancient tale, and energy flowed like an elixir of the gods. But beneath this radiant surface, shadows festered. Jimmy Hawkins strode confidently down the pristine street, his jet-black hair slicked back, each step deliberate and measured. His sharp suit was impeccably tailored, a perfect fit for a man of his stature. Yet behind his piercing blue eyes, a storm brewed. He was a man torn between the promises of power and the gnawing guilt of his conscience. Every smile he received, every nod of approval felt like a dagger twisting deeper into his soul. Power came with knowledge, and the knowledge he possessed was a dark, suffocating burden. He glanced at a group of cheerful children playing with a robotic dog. Their laughter was infectious, untainted by the weight of the world. But Jimmy knew what lay beneath this facade. As Jimmy approached a seemingly innocuous elevator hidden behind a sleek building, his heart tightened. This was the portal to the dark underbelly. He swiped his access card, and the elevator descended with a haunting hum. The elevator opened to reveal a world starkly different from the utopian surface. Shadowy corridors lined with steel doors stretched endlessly. The sterile environment was suffocating, filled with the low hum of machinery and the occasional distant cry. Elena Ramirez, with her long dark brown hair and hazel eyes, was tending to the wounded in a makeshift medical bay. Her idealism had long been tainted by the brutal reality of her work in the underground. Among her patients was Tommy Jenkins, once a celebrated war hero. His rugged, muscular build was marred by scars, his dark brown eyes reflecting a life of suffering. He was one of many expendables, humans deemed less valuable in the world above. Jimmy's conversation with Elena was tinged with sorrow. She expressed her growing disillusionment, her voice a pained whisper over the sterile hum of machinery. The ethical compromises weighed heavily on her soul. Jimmy remembered Tommy's past as Elena recounted his former glories. Once he had fought valiantly for freedom, now he languished as a forgotten casualty of peace. The echoes of the past reverberated through the dim, cold halls. Jimmy's heart ached as he observed Beatrice, a young girl with curly blonde hair and bright green eyes, innocently playing with her teddy bear in a secure section of the underground. She was the daughter of an influential scientist, blissfully unaware of the darkness surrounding her. In a heated, emotional confrontation, Jimmy and Elena argued about the fate of New Horizons. Elena pleaded for the ethical treatment of the expendables, while Jimmy wrestled with the implications of their actions. The government, in a bid to secure their pristine utopia, planned a drastic measure that would sacrifice more expendables. Jimmy found himself at a crossroads: protect the illusion or unveil the harrowing truth. In a moment of courage, Jimmy accessed the city's main communication network. He broadcasted images and stories of the underground to the public, revealing the hidden atrocities sustaining their utopia. The city was thrown into chaos as the hidden truth came to light. Citizens demanded justice and transparency, their cries echoing through the once harmonious streets. The utopia of New Horizons began to crumble, but there was a spark of hope for a more ethical future. Jimmy stood amidst the remains of the old order, watching as society took its first steps toward genuine improvement. The sacrifices were heavy, but the hope for true peace carried him forward. In the end, the tale of New Horizons served as a stark reminder. The path to utopia is fraught with sacrifices, and true peace demands unflinching ethics and transparency. The true cost of a perfect world often lies hidden in the shadows, waiting to be unveiled.